Hey Cornelius, how'd you get that name?
From my father, actually.
I like corn.
I really hate corn. It's pretty obvious that I don't like corn. It's actually pretty obvious.
Cheese and crackers!
It must have been the reactor. Took it long enough.
Whatever shall we do? How could this happen?
Well, actually. You see, guys, nuclear fission was first observed in 1938 by German scientists under Hitler's regime. The process of fission is that of splitting a highly radioactive atom and utilizing the energy released by said atom. This is done in modern nuclear reactors by slamming a neutron into, for example, a uranium atom and thereby creating in the core of the plant temperatures ranging up to 950 degrees Celsius. This is then used to boil the water that then turns a turbine in the reactor. However, I doubt that's what's going on here. As opposed to this, fusion is a process of combining two very light atoms to create a bigger one. The sun uses this form to get its energy. Its potential is great, but it hasn't been utilized yet.
In English, please?
Listen, gentlemen. That big explosion outside, it's gonna kill us.
And let me guess, we can't let that happen.
Bingo. Or we shouldn't have.
Small amounts of radiation exposure over a long period of time can cause increased risk of cardiovascular disease and cancer. However, the radiation exposure from an atomic blast can oftentimes cause third-degree burns, radiation sickness, and an incredibly increased rate of cancer.
Well, it doesn't help that this toxic waste can last longer than humanity has existed up to this point. According to the CDC, some radioactive materials used in nuclear power plants, such as neptunium, have a half-life of over 2 million years. The waste that was just released in that explosion will still be around after everyone alive today is dead and gone. And new generations of humans will be born with some of the most dangerous chemical waste known to man as their birthright.
Precisely. The radioactive materials we generate will most likely outlive us.
I might be taking this more to heart if we weren't going to be destroyed by the incoming radioactive wave.
It's right behind me, isn't it?
We should have simply invested more in solar energy. Most of the living organisms on our planet use it anyway, and if you really think about it, all the energy on Earth comes from the closest star. Except, of course, for geothermal energy, but no one cares.
Plus, no one has ever made a movie about solar panels. The less movies made about a source of electricity, the better. Cloudy days beat mutated baby monsters.
How could someone even die from solar energy?
We can ask the 440 people who have in about 2 minutes, but on a yearly average, more people in America die from refrigerators than they do solar panels.
Okay, but nuclear energy isn't all that bad. In fact, because there's low emissions, it's needed for sustainable energy production and lowering global warming.
Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, nuclear energy doesn't emit carbon emissions at all, and it actually powers nearly half of clean American energy.
No way!
Yes, my friends. And what if I told you that nuclear energy supplied more than 500,000 US jobs?
Sure, but say you don't care about the big business side of things. The energy industry hiring 500,000 people getting paid to maintain a relatively stable time bomb that regularly spews out massive amounts of toxic waste into our incredibly fragile planet doesn't justify anything except for any capitalism, maybe?
Well, you know what they say. Dead men disturb no status quos.